The OCW Hot Seat. I'm your host, John Orlando, for this very first installment. I'm joined by the First Lady of OCW, Miss Lexi Lane. Lexi, how are you tonight?
I'm great, Johnny-O. How you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Well, we're going to talk about a variety of topics, but the first thing that we need to talk about is how on October 14th in Allentown, Pennsylvania, you're going to be going to compete in the Elite 8 tournament, which is pretty much like the WrestleMania, if you will, for women's wrestling. What are your thoughts and feelings about going out to the Elite 8?
It's a huge honor. I'm excited. I'm trying to keep my mind focused and get ready. It's less than a week away. It's a little over a week away. And I'm excited. It's a huge honor for me.
Well, when you talk about the Elite 8, which is, I believe this is the 5th year for it, you look at all of the names who have gone through that tournament. Of course, in 2002, Tracy Brooks from TNA won the whole shebang. And then you also have had Gail Kim involved in it, Chrissy Vane, Beth Phoenix. So those two ladies have just gotten WWE developmental deals, so it's got to be somewhat of a big deal for you. What do you think of some of those other competitors who've come through over the last couple of years in the Elite 8?
Well, I just had the opportunity to work with Tracy Brooks. She's phenomenal. She's amazing. I totally understand why she's under contract with TNA. I don't really know much about the other girls. I know they're fantastic athletes, and I know that the Elite 8 tournament has really helped them start their career off, so hoping that it can do the same thing for me.
Okay. Well, let's refresh our memories for a little bit. Go back in time, if you will. How'd you get started in pro wrestling?
Oh, I've been a professional wrestling fan forever. When little girls were playing with Barbies, I was playing with action figures, so it's always been a part of my life. I've always been athletic, involved in sports in high school, so after high school I needed something, and professional wrestling was just it. Okay, and you've had a very interesting career throughout the many years here in OCW. And as a matter of fact, I want to mention that one of the young ladies that you've had quite a bit of a rivalry with here in OCW, Haley Hatred, she's already been named to the Elite 8. So I guess, would you get a little, personal satisfaction if you could beat her in the Elite 8 at this big event? I would. I definitely would. Haley was the first one announced to the tournament, and Haley was also the first one to give me a real beating in the ring, so I've kind of got it out for her.
Well, you are 1-1, so this would be the rubber match if you would meet in the tournament. So.
Right, absolutely.
Okay, well, would you consider being named to the Elite 8 to be your career highlight so far?
Wow. There have been many amazing things that have happened to me in my short career. My very first match ever, Ivory was my guest referee. I've had the opportunity to travel all over, but yeah, I would probably say the Elite 8 tournament thus far will be the highlight of my career. Okay.
Well, let me change gears a little bit here real quick. Many critics are kind of down on women's wrestling. There's been a lot on the internet about how they feel that these critics, I should say, have felt that the division of caliber of talent is not quite what it was, and for various different reasons. So what's your opinion on the current state and the future of women's professional wrestling?
You know, John, everybody's got an opinion. And there are gonna be those people that talk down about everything. There are people that think guys shouldn't be professional wrestlers. It's just, you got to take it all with a grain of salt. Women's wrestling, it has changed a lot over the years. I'm hoping and I'm seeing, and I personally feel like it's going back to that more about athletics and less about sex appeal. You know, you gotta know where to put it all together. You gotta know when to not cross the line. So I think the future holds a lot of great things for women's wrestling. Okay,
well, let's talk then about your individual future. What does the future hold for Lexi Lane?
Great things. The Elite 8 tournament, who knows where I go from there. November 11th at Ridgewood High School, OCW goes back to my old stomping grounds. Again, I'll be teaming with Tracy Brooks. That should be a huge part of my career. I don't know. I just hope that things keep going up from here.
Okay. Well, we want to wish you the best of luck out there in Allentown, Pennsylvania on the 14th of October as you compete in the Elite 8. And we hope that everything else comes out really well for you in the next few months here in OCW. And with that, fans, we're going to close this first installment of the Hot Seat. We thank you for joining us, and we'll see each and every one of you later.